Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today you join us here at the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando. This is another one of the Rosen Inn hotels that you get here in Orlando on International Drive, and this time we're at the one which is a little bit kind of southern side of International Drive, down towards the likes of SeaWorld and the convention centre kind of area. So we've stayed at a few of the other Rosen Inn resorts, so if you want to check out the tours of those properties, I'll leave the links for those down in the description. But it's part of that same brand. You get some of the same aesthetics and stuff that you'd expect from a Rosen Inn hotel, with the convenience obviously of iDrive. But what I'm going to do in this video is to start by showing you the room, then I'll show you a little bit about the property, show you around obviously outside, all the different kind of bits and bobs here at the resort, as well as its location, its facilities, etc, etc, so you can decide whether or not it's useful for you at your visit here in Orlando. So what I'll do now is I'll flip around the camera. We'll start off with the room before we move towards the resort.
Welcome back to the channel.
Ready for another cruise? Let's go! So of course we start behind the door here as you enter the room. This room is on the 3rd floor. You have really nice access to the lifts, the pools area, vending machines, etc, etc. But behind the room door you'll actually get information about the evacuation map and where to follow in the event obviously of an emergency. You do get a lock here on the handle down there, as well as this additional lock there for a little bit of extra peace of mind. There's a little light switch as well which puts on the light just above there for you and your convenience. Turn that off again. By the handle you'll obviously have your room occupied sign as well, so if you wish to put that on there, obviously let people know that you're inside the room and don't wish to be disturbed, you can do that as well for your convenience. Moving here onto the left hand side, at the moment we have got suitcases in the room, so this room obviously we are staying in at the moment, but that does give you an idea as to what it looks like then if you are going to stay here with your family. There's 4 of us, so that will give you an idea as to how much space you've got, where you can put suitcases, etc, etc. So we popped some suitcases down there for the moment. You have got the curtains and blinds here, and at the moment I've put them open obviously to allow as much light into the room for you as possible for the tour, but you have got one set there which you can pull across for privacy, as well as the curtains as well to block out the light. You have really good air conditioning as you do in most rooms in Orlando, but again really good. It goes icy cold, nice and warm as well if you want to go on the warmer side. Really good like that. You have got a little armchair there, again additional seating if you want. You can sit there, read, look out the window, and in this particular room, as you can probably tell, there is the pool just outside, so potentially if you've got teenagers and they were down by the pool but you wanted to have a bit more of a rested kind of afternoon, you can do that from your room if you wish. A little bit of artwork on the wall, fairly basic kind of decor and stuff as you'd expect of these resorts, but they are very good value. You know what you're getting and they're always pretty clean, and we've always had a pretty nice stay at them. You do get 1 of 2 beds here. They're slightly on the smaller side. I think they're probably kind of large doubles, maybe even queen size beds, but if there's 4 of you and you don't mind kind of what size bed they are, they do the job. Our 2 boys stay on that bed quite happily, and me and my wife on the other one, and we don't have any issues. You do get a couple of pillows on the bed. They're pretty comfortable as well. We had a good night's sleep last night, but we do kind of find the beds to be pretty comfortable for our stay. You do have over here on this side the lamp for the room, which has a few different functions and features as well. You do get some plug sockets just down here at the base, so you can plug in a charger, cables, alarm clock if you've got another one, all that kind of bits and bobs if you wish. You do get an alarm clock for the room though as well, which as you can see we're utilising with a charging cable to charge our devices. You do get 2 of those, as well as some additional plug sockets on the top. Some information about the hotel, phone numbers and stuff if you wish to call reception, and those are also listed on the phone on there, so if you wish to call down to the reception and talk about any reservations, dining, reception, wake up calls, etc, etc, you can do all that from your room as well, which is really handy. TV remote there which controls the TV, which we'll get to in just a minute. Notepad and pen for your convenience, and the safe to the room you'll find is just under here. Now one thing that I really do appreciate and like about this safe, as you can see, it's a pretty decent size. So if I open this up now here, you've got a decent amount of space there to put your passport, cameras, any kind of bits and bobs like that. We've put an iPad in there as well. You can fit a laptop in there quite comfortably as well. So if you've got electronics, important documents, money, anything like that, you can secure that away, into the safe there and lock that with your own PIN code. Underneath you've got a little bit more storage as well. As you can see, we've utilised that for some pyjamas at the moment, but you can put shoes down there, any other toiletries, bits and bobs that you wish. Over here on this side you have got the second bed, so again same as the other one, pretty comfortable. We've taken some extra pillows being the adults, but again it's pretty soft, pretty squidgy, and it's always pretty clean as well, which is we really like at these resorts. I'll move towards the bathroom in a minute, but as you can see there is the bathroom over there with some artwork on the wall as well. Again, it's a fairly kind of basic decor, but we do appreciate that it is a very reasonably priced resort here in Orlando. Prices kind of start to range from kind of $60 a night, but you can get some really good deals on it as well. Moving over here to this portion of the room, then again we've put another suitcase over there for the minute. You can kind of pop her maybe into the corner behind the armchair. I'll show you a few other spots for him in a minute, but we've popped one there for the moment. You do have one of the bins to the room, a little desk area, desk, mirror and lampshades if you want to sit there and do some work or do some makeup or whatever it may be. You've got a convenient light there as well as a mirror. There's a little map there which I'll show you at the end of this kind of room tour, a little bit about the resort. But moving on, again, lampshade here has the plug sockets there for an extra bonus. You've got a little magazine here about the Rosen Inn properties, again just to flick through at your leisure. AC controls there up on the wall behind the TV. Decent sized TV. It is a Samsung brand, pretty good size. I'd say it's kind of 32-40 inch, so again quite a nice TV for the room. Underneath in here you've got some storage space. Again, we've utilised it at the moment for some of the hats. These drawers here are a pretty decent size as well, so again opening them up here you've got really nice deep drawers, so again you can put underwear, socks, clothes, whatever you may want to in there. We've utilised this top one here, as you can see, for some of the miscellaneous items. You have to excuse the mess, but again, chargers, toiletries, anything like that, just to keep things hidden away and nice and tidy. And again, you've got the same kind of drawers over there on the right hand side. Obviously this on the side here is all our stuff, you'll have to excuse it, but again it kind of utilises and gives you an idea as to what you kind of use the space for. We keep kind of ready to go items on the side, wallet, keys, fanny packs, etc. Water that we bought from Walmart, just to kind of give you an idea as to how you can use the space to your convenience when you stay with your family. Moving on here, you've got the wardrobe to the room. It's a pretty decent sized wardrobe. It's nothing huge, but you have got, you know, a few hangers in there, some information about the laundry service. My wife's hung up her dresses in there, and you've got a few more hangers there on that side for the various bits and bobs. Down here on the right hand side we've put another suitcase, so again utilising some of the space there to store another suitcase down into the corner. You do have the iron and the ironing board down here for your convenience, so the room does come with that, which is really handy. We now move to the bathroom of the room. So again, this here, you've got the sliding doors here, so if you want to close those off and have additional privacy, or if one of you is sleeping in the morning and the other wants to go in there, brush their teeth, etc, you can do so. So again, that one fully shuts as well. For the purpose of the video I won't shut it, but just to give you an idea. Now this space again here, you'll have to excuse, but it gives you an idea as to what you can utilise it for during your stay. So on the left hand side up here, you'll find the coffee machine to the room. They do provide tea and coffee facilities, as well as an ice bucket, cups, sugar, sweetener, all that kind of stuff. Then what we've used is it's kind of a little storage area, so we've put things like sunscreen up here. We've got some like breakfast pastries and stuff that we've got for the morning. We put some toiletry bags and what have you up here, all that kind of stuff, just to give you an idea as to how to utilise the space. You do get some hand towels and stuff on the side there, as well as additional storage space for some more towels on that wall. Underneath this kind of area here, you do get the microwave, which is quite handy, and a fairly decent sized fridge. Unfortunately, this one does not have a freezer section, but some of them in Orlando will do. But just for your kind of information, this one is just a fridge, but again, we've utilised it for things like some pastries for the morning, drinks, sandwiches, etc, but it's a decent size, and it's always handy to have in the room when there's multiple of you. Moving over here, some additional storage space underneath. You've got some extra towels for the room, as well as some tissues. And moving over towards the sink area, you do have some more toiletry space. As standard in the room, you do get a shampoo, conditioner, and a little soap. Obviously, everything else you need to bring with you, but you can ask down at reception if you do forget any of the various items. But it's a fairly decent sized space. Again, you have to excuse that we've obviously got our stuff out here, but it gives you an idea as to how to utilise the space for your kind of convenience. Nice big full-size mirror there with a backlight, again really handy if you want to do any kind of makeup, hair, etc. You do get a hairdryer there on the wall, conveniently plugged in for you. The light switches for the bathroom, as well as an additional socket just underneath. The bathroom is a fairly decent size. You have the toilet on the left hand side, fairly standard. Some more towel rails, on the side over there, and a fairly decent sized shower. The one thing I would notice and would like to see be a little bit better is the shower is not very powerful. It will do the job, it works, but obviously it hasn't got an additional kind of hand shower or anything like that, and the pressure's fairly weak. It's not the worst by any means, but if you're someone that likes a really powerful shower, maybe worth looking at elsewhere on iDrive. But just to give you an idea, again, fairly decent sized bathroom. You do get some shower gel, conditioner and soap and stuff as standard, but we brought some of our own as well. You do get a bath mat, which is really handy, particularly if you have got little ones. Again, extra safety, which is really handy, and then you get another towel there in the room for your convenience. So let's look at the bathroom area. Then again, it's a fairly decent sized bathroom. It's got enough space for what we need it for a couple of days, and that will then take us back out into the main portion of the room, where you've got, again, the 2 additional beds, the little kind of desk area and the TV. So it's a fairly decent sized room here. We really like it, we really enjoy it, and for the price that you pay on iDrive, it's very good. So what I wanted to quickly show you here is the piece of paper that you get given on check-in by the person at the reception desk. Now, on this side here, you get information about some of the restaurants on board. Some of the restaurants on site. You do get information about the Wi-Fi, the lounge and grill, some extra security tips, etc, etc. So it's really handy. It tells you again a little bit about some of the facilities available here, as well as the opening times. More importantly, on the other side, it gives you a map of the property. So this bit down here is obviously the reception area where I went and checked it yesterday. It gives you information about the parking, and on here you'll find out your particular room. So to give you an idea, at the moment, obviously this room at the moment is on the 3rd floor in building A. So again, we're just opposite the pool there, just to give you a rough idea. I won't show the whole pool as there are people in it, and obviously I want to respect their privacy. But again, so we're in this block here on the 3rd floor, and what it does on here is it gives you information about the elevator locations, where you can find things like laundry, the icing stations, vending machines, etc, etc. Now, if you want to see a full tour of that, I'll obviously be showing you that in a separate video of the full property, but for those of you just watching the room tour, it just gives you a very quick idea as to what the resort's like. So again, plenty of different buildings here. You can ask to be put in a certain building, and if it's available, they are pretty happy to accommodate. But again, it just gives you a bit of information there about the various on-site facilities for you. A few different pools, 3 pools on site, as well as the various different buildings. So there we have a quick tour of our hotel room here at the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando. We really like it. It's fairly basic decor, but if you stayed at other Rosen Inn properties on iDrive, you'll know that it feels very familiar. What we really like about it is that the cleanliness is always pretty good. It's a very good location. You have bars and restaurants around, and the convenience of iDrive with the likes of Wonderworks, you know, Walgreens, all that kind of convenient stuff that you come to love and use during your stay here in Orlando. It's a very good price, ranging between $40 and $60 a night. You've got pools, you've got free parking, there's Wi-Fi, there's all the kind of amenities you would expect from a hotel like this at a very reasonable and affordable price. So we really like it, really recommend the resort, and we've enjoyed our stay at the other sister properties as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn around, take the camera outside with me. I'll show you a little bit around the property, the parking, the location, some things to think about, and we'll go from there. But what I'll take you now to do is a quick tour of the resort. Let's go. So one thing I did want to quickly touch on was the parking. So there's lots of parking around, and you can find that opposite all the different blocks here. So we parked our car around here, and the lifts are conveniently down here. But the one thing I also wanted to touch on here was obviously the noise level. So you have got the motorway on this side of the property. So if you were in one of the rooms over here on the left hand side, you'll have a little bit of noise from that. The windows are pretty good at blocking that out, but if you are a particularly light sleeper or sensitive to the noise, it would be worth asking for a room obviously on the inside away from the motorway. But they are pretty good here. If you have got rooms available, they are happy to accommodate that for you. But I just thought I'd touch on obviously there that you have got the motorway here by some of the parking and some of the rooms, so just keep that in mind if you are a particularly light sleeper. They have got lifts here on the property, so you can use these to utilise, take your luggage up and down stairs. You haven't got to carry them up and down the stairs. What we'll do now is we'll look to find the laundry room as well as the vending. And again, just to give you an idea, this is where some of the rooms are down here opposite the motorway. The noise isn't too bad now, but but it's obviously fairly busy being the daytime, but at night it does quieten down. But just keep in mind that if you are quite noise sensitive, some of these rooms might not be the most kind of best situated for you, and I would ask for one further along here away from the motorway. So again, as mentioned, on some of the floors you will find a laundry room. So this here is on the 4th floor, just by our block, and you have got some tumble dryers and washing machines here on the left hand side. It does give you information on the wall there as to the pricing, as well as some of the instructions. In the token machine there you can also get detergent and fabric softener, and again they're all fairly reasonable prices. Again, one token is $1, and you can get tokens there, and the more you buy, essentially, well, $20, 20 tokens, so actually it's 1 to 1 on these. It looks like here the washing machines take 4 tokens and the dryers take 4 as well. So again, it's $4 essentially for a wash, $4 for a dry, but these machines are pretty good. They are industrial ones, so you can fit a decent amount of washing in there, and they are a fairly decent price as well. So next up, I thought I'd show you some of the vending machines. Now again, this is located on a variety of different floors. For our block it's level 3, but you will find them pretty much on every level around the resort. And it's fairly standard vending machines, but you do get a drinks machine there that takes card or dollars. You can buy a variety of different soft drinks or water. And then here on the right hand side you'll find the ice machine. Again, fairly basic, but if you come in late and you just want a quick bottle of soda or water, you can do that there, really conveniently located, and fairly decent prices as well. A bottle of water $2.75 and a soda $2.50, and again the ice machine just there for your convenience. Also on the property you will find a little kids play area, which as you can see there has a couple of different slides, climbing frames, but it's a really nice little bonus if you have got little ones that you can utilise while you're on site. I'll head down there now and I'll show you up a little bit close and personal. So I've head downstairs now from up there where I was a second ago. This is a look at part of the main check-in area, which as you can see has a little bit of outdoor seating to the convenience store and deli there. So if you wanted to buy something and eat outside, you can. One thing I wanted to touch on quickly is that at the moment, as of April 2025, they are carrying out a little bit of work onto one of the buildings. So at the moment there's no construction going on. I can't hear any work being done. And I don't know how long this will be going on for. If I can find out, I'll leave that as a little caption now on the video, but at the moment they are doing some construction work. So if you're looking at maybe staying in block B, just keep that in mind, that there may be some additional noise throughout the day from some construction work, but it doesn't look like they're doing too much to it now, so hopefully that won't be going on too much longer. Here's a little look at the playground that we mentioned earlier. Again, some information there about the rules, and quite a nice little play area, nothing too big, but again, nice little bonus here if you are staying on the property. Over here in the corner you have got a games room / video arcade. So what I'll do now is I'll make my way around towards that and I'll show you that part of the property. So here we have a look at the video arcade. Again, a little bit of outdoor seating. There is a pool table there as well if you wish to utilise that, and some pool cues over in the corner. And heading on into the arcade area, you do get a few different machines. These are of course an additional charge, and each machine will tell you the price of them, but again you've got a few different kind of claw machines. There's one of the kind of little scissor rope machines there, little racing simulator, as well as what looks like a Pac-Man machine, Terminator, and over here you've got information about the game card, so you can utilise this here to purchase purchase points here to use on the arcade machine. So you've got a little balance thing there, player account, and it tells you how much it costs for each machine. So we are now approaching one of the other blocks here at the properties. This is building D. So just to give you an idea as to the scale of the property, you have got one of the pools here, over here on the left hand side. You've got some more parking out there in front of me, and then that is the direction down there that we came from. So our building is the one that you can see just over there. This here is building, I think that was B. This building C here is the one that's currently having some work done to it. The playground area over there, and then you get towards building D and one of the on-site pools here. Again, what I'll do is I'll find some photos of the pools for you, because I don't want to go up there obviously now at the moment, because people are trying to enjoy the facilities. But you've got one pool down here, an additional one down in the corner as you make your way towards the other buildings. But what I'll do is I'll now kind of swing through here and head our way towards the front of the property to show you the check-in area. So again, just touching on the noise earlier, this here is the other buildings that you can find at the resort. So this is building D here, goes all the way down to the corner there in that rather tall building. Again, plenty of rooms here available, very, very affordable rates, and again, plenty of parking. This side here is the side that faces iDrive, so you have got over there, you've got Pizza Hut, and you've got the Wonderworks location there, which is rather good fun over in the corner. Now again, lots of parking available here, and this side here, being kind of away from the road at iDrive, is probably a little bit quieter versus the side of the motorway on the other side, but again, something to keep in mind. These are potentially rather good properties for you, particularly if you intend on utilising the various facilities you get over on iDrive over there. So what I wanted to touch on now was the main entrance to the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando, which is just here. So you come off International Drive, opposite Wonderworks, and pull into this area here. You have got a variety of car park spaces around here that you can park in for the moment before you go and check into the main reception area over there. You can also use Uber and lifts and stuff, and they'll pick you up right outside the building just here. Now over there is actually a security hut as well, and that's what you utilise to get in and out of the property here at the Rosen Inn. And that's one thing that I really, really like about this property as well, and as well as the Rosen Inn sister properties here on International Drive, is you'll always have those little security huts, and in order to get through those, you need to have a room key / a little placard for your car. So it's a little bit of extra peace of mind, added security, of course. So if you have got a hire car or your own vehicle, that you know it's secure, it's safe, and obviously it's not just kind of anyone can get in and out of here. So I really like that. Again, that security there is manned 24/7. So when we got here late last night, he required to check our little documents, make sure that we were a guest here staying at the property, and it's the same throughout the day. So if you are bringing a car here, it's free parking, it's included in the price of your stay. Really like that, and we like that you've got the additional security there as well. So over here, just to the left hand side of the property, you have got this light bike convenience store. It is 24 hours, and you can get different snacks, sodas and sundries in there. As I mentioned a minute ago, you do have this little patio area where you can sit outside if you wish to enjoy, you know, a drink, a sandwich, something like that. It is covered, so it has got some shade, there's some fans up there, and you have got as well a little TV on there if you wish to enjoy some entertainment while outside. But again, lovely little area here. At night, I imagine it's quite nice to sit out here with friends and family. You can play some board games, card games, whatever it may be, and obviously enjoy some of the facilities here of the resort. In the light bike convenience store, you'll find a variety of different items, including hot and cold drinks, pastries, beverages, food items, frozen food items, sundries, toiletries, and much, much more. It's a great little convenience store. If you have forgotten some goods before you arrive, some toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, baby wipes, all those kind of essential items, you can find those in here. It's very conveniently located inside the lobby area and has some very reasonable prices as well. In the main lobby area, you'll also find the reception. Here you can check in and speak to the front desk. You also have a business centre where you can store luggage, weigh your luggage prior to a flight and arrival. There's telephones here you can utilise for things like taxis, as well as an ATM as well for your convenience. Alongside the main lobby area, you'll also find a second little signature gift shop, also the Plaza Garden restaurant where you can come for breakfast, and there's information here on the screen for you about the menus available there. You've also got the sports bar area, including the outdoor seating. It's a fabulous little location, lots of really good prices here, again all available at your convenience. The gift shop has a variety of different products and bits available for you, and is open from early until late. You'll also find information outside the buildings about where the laundry is located, vending, and the opening times of these various restaurants on site. Again, here's a look at the outdoor seating that you've got here for the restaurant, and the inside as well. There is also a fitness centre on site. As you can see, it's fairly basic, but it has got a few different pieces of weight equipment, benches, bikes, a couple of treadmills, and a small set of weights. So again, it's not the most well-equipped gym in the world, but if you don't want to get a quick workout in, you can do that here at the resort. Really handy little facility here, and you have got some towels in here as well for your convenience. Some information about safety, and outside the pool you'll also find information about the access hours, which in this particular case is 6 to 11, and you do need to have your room key to get into the fitness centre. So here's a look at one of the pools here over in the corner. This is the kind of most southern pool on the property by one of the biggest buildings. As you can see, plenty of sun loungers. There is an accessibility lift as well to help you in. There's some shaded seats, with some umbrellas, and you can get at each pool, as you can here, there's a little towel hut just over there where you can get free towels as well throughout your stay here to utilise by the pool. Again, lovely little pool area, good size. There are no lifeguards on duty, so at all times do obviously keep an eye out on your little ones, as it says there, no adult supervision. And this particular pool is accessible and it's open from 9 till 10. All the pools are smoke free, they have plenty of sun lounges, and again, lovely little facilities here to utilise at the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando. Here's a look at another one of the pools on the property. This particular pool is the pool that's located outside of the room that I showed you at the beginning of the video. So there you have then a little tour here of the Rosen Inn at Pointe Orlando. You've got some really nice facilities here. You've obviously got the sundry shop and the kind of restaurant in there, so if you want something quick and convenient for breakfast, lunch or dinner, as well as the bar area where you can sit and have a chill in the evening, or one of the 3 pools here where you can enjoy the sunshine. It really is a lovely resort. It's great value, there's lots for you to do here. It's a really good location on iDrive, obviously having, you know, the facilities there of that, so we really enjoy it. If you have any questions about the resort, the room, property, anything like that, leave a question down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But that's going to be all for this video. Many thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!
Welcome back to the channel.
Ready for another cruise? Let's go!